This channel is supported by Truefire. Truefire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Right, pressing question for me was, I've tried basically most of the Mexican Fenders at this point. What are the American ones like? So this one I grabbed off of eBay. It's a 3-month-old American Professional. A pretty nice hard case. So in here we get. This one is a limited roasted pine. So hopefully that will mean that it's kind of lightweight. The actual gloss of the neck is the more sort of satin finish. Actually, that neck feels pretty much like the Player 2 neck to my hands. Some close-ups.
Alright, that's our last fruit dish. Now let's get started on some vegetable ones.
Looking at it close up, the fretboard looks fairly rounded off.
This one looks good. There's 1 and 2.
Poly finish, right? And then the one key difference that you're going to spot, we've got a nicely rounded off contour. But other than that, the specs are quite similar to a Player 2. I'm going to have to follow up on this, I think, because that finish definitely feels like the Player 2 and the Standard. In my hands next to the Player 2, possibly even the fretboard edges on this feel a bit smoother, which is kind of surprising. This is nice and lightweight, roasted pine. Pretty tidy in general, right? Let's play it. This bridge is slightly updated as well, so it's 2-point, but I can see there's like a rubber grommet in there, so that could be upgraded. I think we got Shaw mod pickups.
A chive is a kind of onion.
little bit of scruffy work there.
all things in the pot.
But in general,
Asparagus. I
pretty
hated
tidy work.
asparagus as a kid, but
I would say that's a whelming performance. Not just my playing, but also the guitar. So for this kind of money, it's getting dangerously close, I think, to like a PRS Silver Sky, which to me, I would say feels to me like a step up in terms of quality, specs, and those sorts of things. Is there anything fundamentally wrong with this? Not particularly, but I would also say, like, if I'm looking at it next to the Player 2, which is like, you know, nearly £1,000 cheaper, I'm not seeing enough of a difference, which is actually something that I kind of said on some of the other videos before, is that between the Player 2 and the Vintera, I was seeing significant enough difference that I thought it was worth spending your money. And equally with the Player 2 versus the Standard, I was seeing significant enough difference that I thought, yeah, actually that's justified. Then a push thing here which adds, I think, sounds like the neck pickup. Yeah, it's just, you know, like that thing that people say about the Silver Sky, that it doesn't, or PRS guitars in general, that they don't have any vibe. This is, to me, what this guitar is sort of screaming. Do you know what I mean? So whereas the Player 2 doesn't do that same thing for me, which is strange. Like a vibeless Strat, sort of, is what I'm getting from it. I don't know if anyone else feels the same. The neck, which they call a deep C, I wouldn't say is particularly involving any sharks. It feels not as slim as the Player 2, but not far off. They don't put up measurements for the Player 2, but they do put up measurements for the here. But it's not like a full C feeling neck. I think maybe that's my issue with it for like a Strat. It's like a little bit too modern in some regards. But yes, you got that satin feeling neck, which I think is comfortable, but in some ways feels a little bit less premium somehow than even the Vintera. Probably most of that's down to shape. It's a nice lightweight roasted pine, but in the back of my mind I'm thinking I wish that was a bit better. It's kind of how I'm feeling about it out of the box. This saddle is basically touching that point of the trem there, which I'm sure that can't be a good thing. And the tuning stability is not amazing at the moment. It's not bad, but I think this nut, you know, you're getting near Silver Sky money in the UK. Like I bought a used Silver Sky for the same money as this, and also I bought you could buy a new Silver Sky for like 2,000 from Peach, and I feel like you'd be getting a better strap for your money. I don't know, let me know your thoughts on that in the comments.